You know, he brought to the sidelines the same passion and work ethic and enthusiasm in the college level. I mean, one of the nice things about being recognized for the Hall of Fame is his success at all levels, at the high school level, at the college level, at the club level, and then certainly in the international setting as well. So I think the 508 career wins is a great tribute, but at the same time doing it at a variety of levels with different groups of student athletes, and now seeing him in the international game. It was interesting, the German players couldn't wait till I got there because their first question was, what was it like to play for Coach Cayley in 1971-72? I said, exactly the same as now. People don't realize when he went to New York Tech, they had no locker room, no schedule, no field, no lacrosse balls. He got the job in May and recruited for the following year, and in his second full season they played the national championship game. That was just an amazing accomplishment. And then during his 17-year career, the national championships, the All-American selections, the winning percentage, which I guess is one of the highest in the history of the NCAA, is really something that perhaps the highlight of his career, but in terms of a statistic, but I think that he would tell you that at every level and every team he's ever coached, he developed a special bond and would have some type of special feeling regarding that group of athletes. The enthusiasm he brings to the game in terms of the longevity of his career and the way he coached in Germany this summer didn't surprise me at all. You know, that's what he's about and has always been about, and I just have great respect for him as a mentor and also somebody that, you know, has instilled a passion for lacrosse in my life. As Jack Emmer said, this is Jack Cayley's time. This is something that's long overdue.
I think the three best words would be compassion, considerate, courageous. Compassion, not because he has so much compassion for those around him, but more that word passion in there. If you want to know somebody who eats, sleeps, and breathes lacrosse, it's Jack Cayley. 2, considerate. Certainly Jack is very considerate of those, so much so that he gets a tremendous amount of effort, all the way from the people in the administration down to the manager. And courageous, because I remember the first time that Jack and I sat down to go over starting lineups, and there were 2 players that I was sure shouldn't have been in that starting lineup. When I asked Jack about it, he said, well, that's because he told the kids from day one, it's not necessarily going to be the people who are the best players on the field all the time, but it's certainly going to be the people who give the best effort. And so all those years, he stuck to that mantra. When Jack went for his interview at New York Tech, his wife Monica was supposed to meet him there from work, and when she called him and asked him what he was wearing, she told him, don't move, stay in the parking lot, I'll be right there. We all know Monica to be very high class and well dressed, so she stopped at one of the best stores in town and got Jack a new suit. Unfortunately, Jack didn't have much time before the interview and then ended up changing in a phone booth in the parking lot of New York Tech. Thus, we all know how he became to be known as Super Jack. If you want to know the true legacy of Jack Cayley, just watch one of our New York Tech games. Games that were played 110% speed from one end to the other, offense or defense. It was always push, push, push. We never needed a shot clock at New York Tech. I had coached a lot of years before Jack and I hooked up at New York Tech. I was head coach at Vermont, Denver, Stony Brook, assistant at Towson. It wasn't until I got to work with Jack that I realized that it's so much more than X's and O's that make a great coach.